Is there a kid that you had to sit down because he was just getting burnt and exhausted and just mentally fatigued? Like, did you have to kick him out of the room?
I mean, we've had guys that come in and, they think that they worked hard in high school, and they think that they were already the best or whatever their mindset was. But then they get there and like, holy smokes, like every single guy in here is good, and I don't know how I'm going to beat any of these guys. And then they go the wrong direction. It's like, I don't think I can do this anymore, and that's fine. A lot of people learn tough lessons, and then they can, whether it's they stay at Pitt and get an education, or they try to go a different route, that's fine too. But we want to be able to help them, whichever direction they choose.
Sure. Something tells me that Mickey Phillippi frustrated the hell out of a lot of lightweights.
Yeah, he was a problem in the room because I don't even think it was like a gas tank type thing, because he literally like doesn't get tired. So everybody can say like he's got this great gas tank, but there is no gas tank. It's like an unending, like, the I think of like a, I don't know, like a high power, like, the battery, it's either full or empty, and his is just always full. It's like, I don't know if there's a like a constant like charge that's going on, but he's always charged up.
Just plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's constantly plugged in. He doesn't need to, you know, go sit down and recharge his batteries. He's constantly plugged in.
And how do you, because again, he wasn't a world beater coming out of high school,
Hmm.
right? I mean, he had success, but he wasn't a world beater, especially by Western PA standards. How do you find those kids that, because it's not just Mickey Phillippi, it's not just Nino Bonaccorsi. You guys have found these athletes. I guess what I'm trying to get at is like, what are you looking for in the recruiting process that tells you, oh, this kid is going to be real good?
Yeah. I mean, both of those guys, Nino and Mickey, and there's a number of other guys that we're not even naming, but there's just a toughness about them. I think Tyler Wilkes is another one too. He was earlier, but when I first got to Pitt, he was on the team, and there was just a toughness about him that, like, he wasn't given anything up. He was going to fight you in every position, and whether it was a match or a 30-second go or what, like that kid was just, he was as gritty as it got. And I think that's sometimes like what kids need to learn, but in this Western PA, I guess, atmosphere, sometimes they come in with that a little bit more, and that sort of gives them a little bit more of an edge to them, that, you know, if you can't, if you're not going to give up any points, or at least nothing easy, then it'll take you a long way.
You're going to be in a lot of matches, no
Yes.
question.
Yep.
But what did you see in Wilkes in high school that kind of attracted you towards his wrestling? Was it one
Yeah.
match that you could think of?
I actually never, I didn't recruit Wilps. He was on the team when I first came to Pitt, but I do
Mm.
remember him wrestling. He's another one. Like he got fourth in the state his his senior year, I believe. And then when he came to college, he was a 157 pounder, cutting a lot of weight. And I think I wasn't here for his freshman year, but he was like in and out of the lineup, cutting a lot of weight. And then as he started maturing, you know, moved up to 174 and kind of found his niche there. And then he was near impossible to take down, whether it was in wrestling room matches or anything. And someone could be on a single leg for 5 minutes, and they're still going to have a problem finishing it, because he's just not going to give you an easy point. And it took him a long way. And then he started finding a little bit of an offense of his own, and had a decent single leg, and could score, a takedown. He was in a lot of close matches, but, you know, if you have defense like that and you can score one takedown, it can take you a long way.